To what seemed like forever and a rather cold and sleepless night, finally summoned up the courage to get up and saw my tent freezing from the inside. I woke up around 6 and witnessed one of the most beautiful sunrises of my life, and all the cold at the night was totally worth it. I have seen a lot of sunrises in my life, and it's because I have been lucky enough to go on a lot of treks and to a lot of beautiful places. But this one was among the best that I've seen, because there was a whole cloud cover below me, and then there was this sunrise happening above, and then there was also this village down which was lit up with lights. So it was crazy. When the sunrise was just about to happen, we decided to move towards the Brahmatal top and witness the sunrise along the way. We kept all the stuff that we had, our camp and everything, in Tenali itself, because we decided that we'll come back to Tilandi after we visit the Brahmatal top, and then maybe leave for Bekaltal or Lohajang itself. We're coming from Tilandi campsite right now, and we crossed a small Jhandi top first. Now we're going to the Jhandi top to get a view of Brahmatal and the surrounding ranges, the Trishul and Nandagunti. And it's super cold. It was such a cold night. We reached Jhandi top pretty easily. The way wasn't that difficult, and to be honest, after carrying all that weight for the past 2 days, this felt so much easier. Heading towards the Khamia top, which is right there. Too windy here, but the view is amazing. My hands are frozen. After Jhandi top, as we were moving towards the Brahmatal top, or they also said Khamira top, but the main Khamira top is somewhere else. But the locals call the Brahmatal top as Khamira top too, but it's not actually the main Khamira top. So while we were going towards the Brahmatal top, we came through a patch which was a little tricky because of the snow, and it was a little narrow. That was only the tricky section in the whole trek. Rest all, it was very easy. So it's a very perfect beginner's trek, especially assuming the fact that you will not be doing it alpine style. If you're doing it alpine style, then also it's a good trek, but obviously it will add a little to the challenge. We also started seeing the Brahmatal lake from a distance somewhere after the Jhandi top, and between the Brahmatal top we could see it. And also, if you are planning to camp at the Brahmatal lake, then you can first go to the Brahmatal top and then go directly down to the campsite. That right there is Mount Trishul, और उसके बगल में ही नंदागुंटी है जो अभी नहीं दिख रहा है. But these two are the most prominent peaks that you can see throughout the trek. वहाँ नीचे से भी ये दिखना शुरू हो जाता है, and then you can see the massive grand view of it from here itself. I think it will be better once we go up to the Khamira top. After thoroughly enjoying the winter sun and the trail and also the snow, loads and loads of snow, we finally reached the Brahmatal top, and the view was so mesmerizing from up there. After celebrating our little achievement, we moved towards Tilandi. After we reached Tilandi, we rested there for a while and then we packed up our whole camp, and we decided that we will move to Lohajang itself the same day. So we left around 4:30, which was pretty late, but then we talked to locals. We asked them if the trail was safe to hike at night, and they said it shouldn't be a problem, so we felt confident, and so we headed towards Lohajang, and there was also a dog with us throughout from Bekaltal to Lohajang, so we felt pretty safe. It was actually an amazing feeling, night trekking, because there was absolutely nobody on the trail except us, and the night sky was beautiful. We actually decided to stay back at Lohajang the next day because we needed some time to relax, and also we wanted to explore the village. So we just stayed there, enjoyed the winter sun, and also spent time with the locals. We played badminton with the kids and just roamed around, and it was a very nice feeling. I wouldn't say that our trek was easy, because it wasn't. The cold was insane, especially since the weather was first all crazy and then it cleared up suddenly, which made it even more colder. And after that, doing it alpine style, carrying all the weight, and plus we carried so much extra weight. Like, this one experience taught me what to actually take, because we took so much extra stuff that we could have completely avoided. I would say at least 5 kgs of extra things that we took, and once you start doing the trek, even a little weight is a lot.